All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I have a really cool fidget spinner here with me. This is the Custom Knife Factory Pepyakka 3.0. We're gonna have a look at the visual, auditory, and kinesthetic aspect of this spinner. Basically how it looks, how it sounds, and how it feels. All right, let's get started. So visually, it's just a stunning piece. I mean, look at this. The design is just incredible. This is 18 pieces. These are 18 pieces put together, machined titanium, anodized titanium, stainless steel, ceramic bearings. I mean, they didn't cheap out in the materials in this one, and you can tell. It's just really, really well designed, well machined, well put together. It's a joy to watch. You can see that they anodized the buttons here, the inlays, they milled out these grooves in the arms here. It's really, really well designed and well executed. This is the last batch they produced, and runs on caged ceramic bearings instead of the the first run. I guess it was they were free, and it was a little bit wobbly. This one is not, so it's quite stable. You can also notice two tritium vials right here. They glow in the dark. They create a really nice circle when lights are out, and it's a little nice touch. You can, of course, see the logo here. They placed it on this side only of the buttons, not on this side. You can see here they milled out these concentric lines, which are beautifully shiny, and they, you see, continue here on the outside. So it's really well balanced, well thought, and of course reminds me like of a UFO, of course. Especially when it spins. I mean, it's just great. When this spins, you can see, not now because this is shot in 24 frame per second, but you can see different rings of light, created by the reflection of the ambient light that has an angle of incidence right. It's gonna hit right these surfaces shiny here, and it's gonna create two circles of light around the button, which are gonna change the position as you change the axis. So it's a very cool visual effect associated with the spinner here, and it's just a joy to watch. If you want to know about the sound it makes, this is not a silent or quiet spinner. This is the sound it makes in the horizontal position. When you turn the axis to the vertical one, this is going to be the noise it's going to make. So it's a little bit quieter. You hear? Because in this position, basically you have the gravity pulling the bearings only on the top part of the center. If you think gravity is going down, so the effect is going to be on the bearings on this side of the bearing, not on this side. Whereas if you hold it horizontally, you're going to have the gravity pulling this way, so it's going to affect all of them at the same time, the same way, and that's why this horizontal spinning sound is louder than the vertical. So something to keep in mind, and when you spin on the table, it's quite loud. If you push your finger on the button, it's even louder. It's like the effect, the sound effect you hear on the train or on a bridge, when you have these gaps on the side of the road. It's it's not gonna be a silent spinner. You can't do just a meeting in the office and just have this spin on the table. You might be able to pull it off, like just if you spin it in your hand like this. You can be fine if you don't spin it too fast. It's not gonna distract or irritate too many people, I think. But yeah, overall, it's great. I mean, it has a nice heft to it. It's not heavy, but it's not light. I mean, you can feel it's quite substantial, and you're reassured by the weight. Because you will feel that you have a quality object in your mind, in your hand, and that's going to be reassuring because you know that you spent quite some money to obtain this gadget here. So that's a really nice thing. Something really nice to the touch is that these buttons are slightly concave. So your fingertips are gonna be resting over here and have a solid grip, really comfortable position, holding your spinner while spinning. And you're gonna have a nice traction because of these grooves over here. So the grip is there. I think that the vertical mode, like holding it like this, is more pleasant to the touch than this one. Even if in like this position here, you can just like balance the spinner. As you can see, there's very, very little wobbling compared to the previous batch of the same model. When you do the transition from horizontal axis to vertical axis, you're gonna feel like the pulling force of the gyroscopic effects in place. So you will receive a nice feedback as the spinner is gonna spin. So that's a pretty cool feeling and to experience. So you see, it's overall balanced. I mean, it's pleasant. It stays there. You can spend quite some time with this guy. You have like a couple options. You can hold it with your thumb and your index and just use your middle finger just to spin it like both sides, like pull it back, or you can do like in the front. I prefer just to do it in the back. You can also do thumb and middle finger and just use your index like this to spin it back and forth. But in this configuration, you might, hit your finger in this area and it might hurt a little bit, nothing crazy, but probably my favorite is just this one here, just index, thumb, and middle finger, just pushing it from the side like this or back. And if you wanna just use your middle finger as a brake, it's not gonna hurt. So there you have it. This is my review of the Custom Knife Factory Pepyakka 3.0. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.